Alright, so right now we do have our repository set up. To be able to work on it locally, we have to install a couple of tools. The first one is Git, not GitHub, just Git. You can go to Google and type in Git download. It's going to take you to, you can click on the first result, Git SCM on the downloads, and you can use here your operating system on macOS, Windows, or Linux. In my case, it's going to be Windows. I'm going to click on that, and here you can choose your operating system. You need to download it, follow the steps. It's really simple, and Git is going to be downloaded on your system. The second tool that we're going to need it is GitHub Desktop. GitHub Desktop. Let's type that in. Now, GitHub Desktop, it's a tool to make the use of GitHub much easier without any command prompts on your local machine, basically. So you don't have to memorize all of those command prompts, git pull, git push, and so on. So it's going to manage all of that for you. So you need to download this one as well. You're going to find the installer on desktop.github.com. So you need to download that as well. And the third tool and final tool, which is the one that the IDE, the Integrated Development Environment, that we're going to be using, which is Visual Studio Code. We have to download that. If you don't have it, you can download it. If you have it, that is great, and you're all set up. So once we have set up those three tools, Git, GitHub, and the GitHub Desktop and Visual Studio Code, first we open the GitHub Desktop. Let's go to GitHub Desktop here, and basically what you're seeing here is going to be a little bit different on your end. It's going to ask you to sign in, basically. So after you sign in, it takes you to GitHub and you authorize GitHub Desktop to use your account. So it's really simple. You just have to sign in into GitHub Desktop. After you have signed in, now to clone your repository, you have to go on the top left corner here. You're going to see an arrow. You have to click on that, and here you're going to see your repositories or the projects that you're working on. Now let's go to add here, and you have to click on add and clone repository, and you can hit refresh here. Now once you hit refresh, you're going to see all your repositories here, and we can go ahead and click on your username, or in this case Humaka01, my first website, for example, and we have to choose a place where we want to clone it. Basically, cloning it is downloading all the files from the from our repository, which is, we do have only the license file right now in the repository. So we click on that, we choose a download location. Usually I put it in the documents and create a new folder in the documents called GitHub on Windows. That is my main folder for GitHub projects. It's really easy to use. I don't usually put it on desktop because I'm afraid of deleting it by accident or changing any files in it without using Visual Studio Code or any other IDE, so it complicates things. In the documents, they're safe, no one touches it, and if I change something, I know that I'm the one that have made changes to that to it without a mistake. So let's clone it on the documents folder. GitHub is going to clone the website, and right now we have this window. Now let's go back here and let's go to the documents and go to GitHub. Now we see here that all the files that we have downloaded from GitHub, I'm actually cloned all of my repositories here, but you should see only my first website or the repository that you have created. Now this is the license file that I was talking about. It's copied locally right now. So On the next step, I'm going to show you how you could use GitHub desktop to create files on your repository, and how to edit files and manage them before we go to the Visual Studio Code.